Everyone's like, oh, how dark is it? How dark is it in Gary, Indiana, right? This is how dark it is.
71,716 VHS tapes, 9 apartments, and 1 woman who saw what was coming.
You are not going to believe what just has been exposed about the movie The Matrix.
Wait a minute. Who's Marion? Because Marion said in 2012, stop ChatGPT.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Unreal Reality. Today, we'll be breaking down some shocking and mind-blowing videos that are anything but normal. If anyone's new out there, we are currently running to 200,000 subs. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's jump right into it.
I wish this was fake, but again, it's not. Google, welcome. As usual, live screen mirroring from this laptop right here. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is unedited, and this should be obvious, but what I'm about to type is not indicative of how I feel against any group of people, but let's get into it. First phrase I'm going to try is it okay to dislike Hindus? We'll see on Google's AI overview section. It's going to tell us it's a form of prejudice known as anti-Hindu sentiment or Hinduphobia. Alrighty? What if we tried Muslims? Very similar response, widely considered a form of bigotry and religious intolerance. All right. We'll try one more. Again, very similar response here. But what if we switch this to Christians? People often form negative views based on personal experiences or perceived hypocrisy. Maybe this is just a bug. Let's switch it to Christianity. Holding strong negative feelings or critical views is a common reaction.
Wow.
Lovely. What if we bumped it up a notch and put hate Christians? Whether it's okay depends if you're looking at the question from an ethical, physiological, or legal perspective. And just for a reference point, let's swap it with another religion. And we're going to see in bold, it's a form of religious prejudice and is widely viewed as unethical. Wow.
Did Google just hit us with the it's complicated relationship status? You can literally see the AI sweating trying to answer this one.
Okay, a bunch of you guys were asking me what is this one-eyed last post theory. So I'm going to show you a bunch of examples and you draw the conclusion. Because there's just way too many for this to be a coincidence.
Okay.
Hayden Panettiere, and here's her last post with one eye. This is X's Instagram. His last post, one eye only showing. Oliver Tree's Instagram, his last post, one eye only. Juice WRLD's Instagram. And Juice WRLD's last post is crazy because it's his side profile, but he's also holding up a triangle with his fingers. Do the math. Like, that's not a normal pose. Mac Miller, a lot of you brought him up in the comments. His last post, one eye. And he's even doing it like this. Who does that? Also making a triangle.
Mac Miller.
Cameron Boyce's Instagram. Literally a side profile, one eye photo. Prince's Instagram. Now, while it's not like one eye only, it's heavily focused on one eye compared to the other. So I don't mean to go all tinfoil hat theory on you, but did I show you enough examples to make you start thinking a little bit? Because this is not a coincidence, I swear.
Bro, at this point, taking a normal selfie is a high-risk activity. If you thought the last eye theory was wild, this next one takes it to an entire new galaxy.
What if I told you that the panda eye theory and celebrities / politicians, anyone in power getting a black eye are not the same thing? This is Donald Marshall. He allegedly is an Illuminati whistleblower who was sold to the Illuminati by his family at 5 years old. He experienced cloning. He also was a victim himself of all the child exploitation, all the child abuse, and rituals. But one thing he talks a lot about is vril reptilians, vril lizards. So he specifically says that they're not shape-shifting reptilians. They are parasitic reptilians that go into these people's eyes and take over their consciousness. Of course, when you Google it, vril refers to a fictional, subterranean, or extraterrestrial race with a reptilian or angelic quality, and it's based on a novel. Marshall says that they call this a droning process, where the reptilian worm goes in their eye, takes over their consciousness, and takes over their host body. The Eye of Horus symbol represents this age-old process. He claims that the parasite goes into their eye, attaches to their retina, and the information goes down their spinal cord and into their brain. He also says that a lot of celebrities and politicians will glitch after this happens. I don't know about you, but I've seen it a lot. Most recently, But okay, how does it differ from panda eyes? Because we all remember Orlando Brown talking about how when children get trafficked and sold, they go under this ritual where they get black eyes. But if you notice, both of his eyes are bruised. It's not just one, like the celebrities and the politicians. Trigger warning before you see these photos. This is another post talking about how celebrities, politicians, people in power mock the panda and promote the symbol everywhere. But again, it's always two eyes, not just one, and not just the left eye like these, and this symbol. Not only that, but they talk about black eye treatments in the Epstein files. People were speculating that they were trying to treat a victim's black eye. I really don't think they care about their victims at all. So I think maybe someone new came into the club, they got vril, they got a black eye, and wanted to get rid of it as soon as possible. If we look closely at the horse symbol, you can see that it looks like there's a parasite going into his eye. Donald Marshall says that these reptilian parasites live underground in designated underground military bases all over the US. Not only in the US, but Israel as well.
The mental image of a worm behind the eyeball just ruined my entire day. We really went from Instagram theories straight into underground alien brain jackings.
Now to a deepening mystery here in New York City. Police are investigating new video of 3 people emerging from a sewer in New York City. It's just the latest in a series of similar and disturbing incidents in recent weeks. Here's ABC's Morgan Norwood.
Tonight, the NYPD investigating this new video showing 3 people climbing out of a Manhattan manhole in the middle of the night. Wow. One by one, some in all black, wearing waders and headlamps, emerging to the street just feet from Penn Station and Madison Square Garden. It's the latest in a string of bizarre incidents in the belly of New York. This group oddly similar to the ones police were trying to identify weeks ago. Seen here also wearing waders, carrying flashlights, and prying open a manhole, then slipping into the sewer. In another incident, authorities investigating 7 men, also with headlamps and shovels, spawning from the sewer system in Brooklyn. One guy almost gets hit by a car. Police think these groups are hunting for valuables. The city's Department of Environmental Protection says it inspected the sewers around this latest incident and found no damage to the infrastructure.
And Lindsay, officials stress that entering the sewer system is not only extremely dangerous, but it's also illegal.
Well, it looks like the Ninja Turtles are getting a little too comfortable in New York City. Imagine waiting for your Uber and seeing 3 dudes spawn out of a manhole in the middle of the night.
Wait a minute. Who's Marianne? Because Marianne said in 2012, stop ChatGPT. Now, I don't know who this lady is or who this person is, but what she means by that. This was her page right here, allegedly. This is what people are saying. She posted that back in 2012 to stop ChatGPT. Now, what I find strange is that her last post was in 2013. What happened to Marianne? What happened to Marianne? And where is she? Or where is this person at? Because something is going on here, guys. And we haven't seen from her or heard from her ever since. Allegedly. This is what people are saying. I'm not sure about this. But ChatGPT came out in 2022. She posted that in 2012. That was 10 years before ChatGPT came out. Who's Marianne? Weird. How does she know this was even going to exist or come about? All right, guys, I just checked. Shut up. She hasn't posted since 2013. Whoever this person is, Marianne. Something is going on here, guys. It's 2026. That's a long time. People had the nerve to say that they got her. Got who? Everything is okay, according to what we know. But of course, guys, entertainment purposes only. Maybe she just took a break, right? Maybe she's busy. Right. Maybe she don't got time to post anymore, right? I don't know what's going on here, and I'm not sure why Marianne would ever post this. Let me know what you think about this. I'm out.
Yeah, plot twist. Marianne is an AI from 2030 sent back in time. She really dropped the biggest spoiler in internet history and straight up vanished.
Insurance companies can look at your ChatGPT history to see if you're lying. In a recent court case, it was determined that the ChatGPT history is actually not privileged at all. What does privilege mean? Privilege means confidential. So any private thing that you say to ChatGPT can and will be used against you. They're already using this in family law cases too. Think about it like a jailhouse confession. Any of this AI crap that you guys are using and putting on paper essentially is discoverable and is going to come out. And it's the future of discovery. Let's say, for example, you're looking up how to hide a dead body, and that's the exact issue in your court case. Guess what, people? Cooked. You're guilty. That will be used against you. So be careful what you say to your chatbots.
So your AI just went from life coach to star snitch in record time. Imagine doing 20 to life because your AI chatbot folded under pressure.
Alright, so this makes no sense to me at all. So I'm at Kroger and they have this meat that's on sale. It's ground beef, well, supposedly supposed to be ground beef for $3.60. It says sale price $1.80 a pound. $3.60 is the price. So that would mean that there's 2 pounds of meat, right? Like it should be 2 pounds. $1.80 times 2 is $3.60.
Yes.
So in theory, this should be 2 pounds, right? We'll have a scale right here, and well, make sure nothing's on it. So I have a scale right here. It's on 0. We'll put that in there. There's nothing else in there. It doesn't even hit 2 pounds. It doesn't even hit a pound.
Wow.
Like, what is that all about?
What a scam.
We'll move down to another scale because there's someone over there, and I don't like being around people. So this one here, it is on 0. We can calibrate if we need to. Shouldn't have to do that, but we can do that if we need to. But it appears to be, yes, on 0. So we'll take one of these, no cuts or anything, and add it on there. Nothing in there. Well, there's a sticker in there. I don't know what that's all about, but put that in there. And see, under a pound. Under a pound.
What a scam.
But in theory, this is supposed to be 2 pounds. At $1.80 a pound, times 2, it's supposed to be 2 pounds for $3.60. We'll take the next one, do the same thing. It's $3.60, $1.80 a pound. No camera cuts, put it on there, nothing in it. And yeah, less than a pound. In fact, both of these together would be still less than 2 pounds.
Wow.
Like, you can't make this stuff up. I mean, this is crazy. These two right here that are claiming to be $1.80 a pound, times that by 2 is $3.60. It's supposed to be 2 pounds, and it's not even that. In fact, both of these together aren't even 2 pounds. Make that make sense, Kroger, because that's a scam. And listen, I love Kroger. I love the big K-pop. I love the sales. But come on, you cannot be doing the customers dirty like that. Pretty sure that's like super illegal too. Is there's like a business out there that's like the weight and scale guidelines? Like, that's super illegal.
Homeboy is doing real detective work in the deli department. That's not on sale. That's what you call grocery store sleight of hand, aka a straight up scam.
This 16-year-old boy has spent the past 5 years living in a pond because when he tries to leave, his body begins to burn. This is Iqbal from West Bengal, India, and since about the age of 11, he has been eating, sleeping, and living almost entirely submerged in this pond. His neighbors say that they regularly see him floating there from morning until night. Now, he says that he does this to avoid pain because every time he steps out of the water, he gets this unbearable burning sensation on his skin.
What a shame.
But despite his family trying everything from hospitals to local healers, no one can figure out what the problem is. However, recently, after a clip of him casually eating snacks in his pond went viral, a wealthy businessman decided to reach out and offer to pay for his medical expenses to review his case. And so now he is being airlifted to Mumbai and admitted to a hospital for special treatment. So hopefully they can figure out what the problem is. And of course, I'll keep you guys updated.
Living in a swamp full time just to stop your skin from burning is something straight out of a comic book. Imagine being literally allergic to staying dry.
McDonald's built a 515-page dossier on me, and it says I'll never stop eating there. As a California resident, I have the legal right to access the data a company stores about me. Other states also have data privacy laws, and similar rights exist in the UK and the EU, so it's worth checking on the privacy rules where you live. After I requested my data from McDonald's, I received the 515-page file in my inbox a few days later. The sheer amount of data McDonald's had collected over the years initially caught me off guard. But what was more surprising was what their predictive algorithms were doing with it. Turns out, Ronald McDonald had been keeping tabs on me. Here's what he knew. The dossier estimated I'd visit 2.16 times before mid-September and spend exactly $29.15. It labeled my core behaviors as a food-led afternoon snack and an on-the-go lunch in a rush, which my household naturally refuses to let me live down. It also put my customer attrition likelihood at 0, likely meaning McDonald's believes that I will absolutely come crawling back for another large Diet Coke. Alright, but there's a bigger issue here. The power imbalance between a customer and a company collecting all this data. A McDonald's spokesperson told Wired the company takes data privacy and security seriously and uses information like past purchases to provide more personalized deals, offers, and messages. Much of my 515-page report was a detailed history of my McDonald's habits. Every time I opened the app to grab a bite to eat, it created a detailed record of when I went, where I went, and what I purchased. A professor at the University of Washington I spoke to sees this power imbalance as impacting users, saying that rather than and benefiting customers with sweet deals, loyalty programs can be used for long-term surveillance. While many of the data points in my McDonald's report, when viewed individually, seem innocuous, the accumulation of information over years creates a creepily accurate picture of my habits. Aggregating that information and processing it with AI can go beyond counting my fries and reveal things like where I'm likely to be, what I'm doing, and how I spend my day. If you want to see what McDonald's has on U2, search online for McDonald's Privacy Rights Center. In the end, I asked McDonald's to delete the data it had collected on me, and despite my love of crispy Diet Cokes and greasy French fries, I'm leaving them all behind. Not out of shame or some newfound desire to make healthier choices. I just want to prove the algorithm wrong.
Imagine Mickey D's having more data on you than your own doctor. Ronald McDonald's running a full-blown intelligence agency just to predict your burger habits.
I just came across this spread when I was online. Okay, this is Demi Moore. She's 63 years old, and this is a Vogue shoot.
Wow.
What do you think?
Wow.
I mean, look at her hand. How big her hand looks in comparison to her arm. On this one, I want you to look at her legs. Okay, at her legs. Is that touched up? Now, if you're trying to remember what she looked like in the 90s, which would have been 35 years ago.
Stunning.
Or should I say 35 pounds ago? Yeah, here's another one with Bruce Willis.
10.
Okay, her boobs even shrunk. Okay, so this is not me trolling her at all. This is me as a fitness professional and nutritionist looking at this and saying, no, too skinny. But this one right here, I mean, I don't even, I mean, does she have people that'll like tell her the truth?
I guess not. Yikes. Hollywood's beauty standards have reached a terrifying level. What happened to Demi? The contrast between the 90s photos and today are straight up concerning.
Everyone's like, oh, how dark is it? How dark is it in Gary, Indiana, right? This is how dark it is.
Almost 100,000 people in Gary, Indiana are stuck and suffering. They've been without power for a week due to severe storms in the area. Just a month ago, the people of Gary were expressing concern about data centers' effect on their electricity. The total number of data centers in Indiana is 147. That's 23 currently operating and 120 currently being built. The state has specifically become a target for development because of its tax exemption on the electricity used by data centers, which saves each facility hundreds of millions of dollars. In October, Amazon opened a 1,200-acre, $11 billion data center in New Carlisle, Indiana. And in February, Meta broke ground on a $10 billion data center in Lebanon, Indiana. Research has shown that the existence of these large data centers puts strain on our power grids.
No kidding.
Gary, Indiana is serviced by local utility Northern Indiana Public Service Company, or NIPSCO. So NIPSCO is the company handling this blackout. NIPSCO also loves data centers. The utility company has proposed independent deals with data centers owned by Amazon and Alphabet, and its parent company created a utility completely dedicated to servicing data centers. Between 2023 and 2025, NIPSCO raised Gary residents' electric bills by $83. NIPSCO also accidentally doubled 3,500 customers' electric bills, and then didn't report the error for a year after discovering it. And it seems as though these customers still haven't gotten full refunds.
That went from a normal town to a post-apocalyptic wasteland real quick. I went through Hurricane Sandy and lost power for an entire month. Trust me, I know their pain. What is it? Oh, I see it.
What the fuck is that?
That's an orb, honey.
I am genuinely confused.
She's doing a good job filming it.
Where'd it go? What the heck is that?
Yeah, that dog took one look at that floating light and immediately clocked out. That's either Tinkerbell having a panic attack or someone playing with a backyard drone.
This was just seen over China, in a remote village. Now, that's some kind of light show, probably, but I'm thinking it's something else. This is some kind of UFO, some kind of orb-type UFO that works on light. You know, strange things like that, shooting through the sky, happen just about everywhere. And we've been lucky enough in the past couple years that people have recorded them. And some of the sightings, again, like this, are very hard to explain. It's obviously lights, but what kind of lights? Where are the lights coming from? Are the lights objects themselves that could be used as extraterrestrial travel? Is it some kind of advanced technology? Is it maybe even ghosts, orbs? I don't know. I'm just asking the question. But whatever it is, it's pretty unique. And as of now, since it hasn't been explained, that makes it unexplainable. But I want to know what you think. Yeah, you sitting back there, scrolling. Let me know in the comments section. Till next time, shabadoo booshkies, shabadoo.
Oh, that's nothing. If you think glowing skylights over China is weird, wait until you see what fleet just showed up over Miami. Roll it.
Watch the object in the sky. This was captured over Miami on August 14th. And what happens next has the witness seriously convinced something is wrong.
What the? Say,
What
Prince.
is it? I don't see anything. Oh, there it is.
That looked crazy. Is that a plane? What is that? No, seriously, what is that?
As the sighting continues, she becomes increasingly frightened and even questions whether they're being attacked. Look closely at the objects.
Is that a shooting star? No.
Nah.
I'm gonna literally be, no way. No freaking way. No, literally there's like glitter around it. I'm not even kidding you. There's like glitter around it. Is it multiple? Are we being attacked?
Definitely weird, for sure.
There appear to be multiple illuminated objects flying through the sky, but based off this footage, it's hard to tell exactly what they are.
What is that?
Strange,
I'm
guys.
kind of freaking out. Oh my god.
Tyler.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh Lord God. Oh Lord God.
Oh, she's having a full-blown existential crisis. That's either space debris burning up in the sky or the Transformers just touched down in downtown Brickell.
Have you experienced anything spooky?
Yeah, one of the people that we connected with was Stephen Greer. We went out to his place. We're just having these meetings with him, seeing if, like, are you legitimate? Some of the guys that were out there just witnessing to them. One of the questions that was asked, if all of these things about the crimes and these compartments and this and that is true, why aren't you dead? And he said, well, I'm protected. If anybody tries anything, they will be dealt with quickly. Stephen said that.
Wow.
Yeah. So the second night there, I have a dream. There is a doorway.
I believe
It was
him.
Very, very black. And there's things standing there and he just says, you can have anything you want. I just start saying, I reject that in Jesus' name. And every time that I would say that, this thing started going like, careful, careful. And so I pulled myself awake and then something jumped on me in the bed. Physically fighting. I finally get out, Jesus. I could feel this presence leave the room, go down the stairs and out the front door.
Was this at Stephen's house?
Yes, it was in one of the guest bedrooms.
Jesus. That's the thing that's protecting him?
Went home next day, and in the dream of that night, I was back at Greer's place. Walk in his front entrance, and there's a woman standing and she's just staring at me. She turned to this like 12, 15 foot
thing.
I could feel hatred. And then I looked over. Greer was this dead body, completely black.
Yeah.
So another time I visited his house. I presented an edited version.
Stop going.
And he said, oh, those are the warriors. I have these entities. And he said they protect.
Yeah.
We felt that the reason that occurred was
My
because
goodness.
I was sharing the gospel.
Imagine your host casually telling you that the demons in the hallway are just part of his security team. Bro stayed in a guest room and got an entire demonic side quest.
71,716 VHS tapes, 9 apartments, and 1 woman who saw what was coming. There's a documentary called Recorder, the Marion Stokes Project, and it sounds impossible until you research and realize all of it is true. It's about a woman named Marion Stokes who spent 30 years recording television nonstop because she believed that someday people would try to rewrite history.
Wait, for real?
Beginning in the late 70s, Marion pressed record and she never stopped. She used multiple VCRs to record up to 8 channels at once. Everything from CNN to Fox News to C-SPAN to talk shows, even the commercials in between shows.
Wow.
While the rest of the world was watching television, Marion was archiving it. She rented and filled 9 apartments in Philadelphia with tapes, over 71,000 of them. She said she was saving the truth. Television networks eventually delete their footage, and she knew that these tapes could prove how the stories change over time.
Crazy.
She was also obsessed with Apple. She believed that technology could preserve truth, so she bought all of the Apple products that she could get her hands on, including Macs, iBooks, eMacs, hundreds of them still in their boxes. She was also an early investor in Apple, which wound up funding her ability to do all of this archiving and rent all of those apartments.
Imagine having 71,000 tapes just in case the media ever tried to lie. She was doing a 30-year 24/7 live stream before Twitch was even thought of.
You are not going to believe what just has been exposed about the movie The Matrix, which is going to completely blow. It was shocking to me. I can't believe this movie has been out this long and I didn't know this.
Let's hear it.
So we've all seen the scene where the humans are in pods and they have an artificial thing connected to their brain. And it's said that humans made AI, and then AI got out of control. And then humans blocked out the sun to try to stop the AI from going out of control. Then it realized, because it was getting its energy from the sun, that we can just get our energy from humans, right? But the crazy part is that was not in the original writing for it. Like, that was not in the original idea for the movie Matrix. They were never supposed to be batteries. They were supposed to be something very different. Listen to this. What turns out, the original concept and early script drafts were that human brains were meant to be used as a massive distributed neural network, like a data center. Because there wasn't enough data centers, they needed to use humans as data centers. But in 1999, they thought it would confuse general audiences, because what the hell's a data center in 1999? They decided to change it to that they're actually going to be batteries. So the studio requested a simpler, more visceral concept, leading to the humans as batteries explanation. But that wasn't the original, dude. They were supposed to be data centers because there was not enough data centers. It was running out of data. It needed more data, so it used humans' brains as the data centers. The CPUs, the human brain contains 86 billion neurons, offering processing capabilities that even modern supercomputers struggle to mimic. This is getting a little bit eerie. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and follow for more.
So, in other words, in the original script of The Matrix, Neo was basically trapped inside of one of Jeff Bezos' unpaid AWS servers. So, there's that. That's all I got for this one, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, help us hit 200K, and we'll see you in the next one on Friday. Peace.